Hey, Peter. Okay, Peter, or whoever. What was that? Hey, boys and girls, it is the weather report for November 2nd, 2021. What am I competing with? What's happening? Oh, maybe it's Jefferson. Was it Jefferson?
Sorry, guys. That was me. I didn't realize I had two weather reports open.
Oh.
Hey, Jefferson.
And it was me because I had my microphone shut off.
Hey, Top Dog.
Couldn't be.
Hey.
I'm going to try to unmute the site.
It was me because I had my microphone shut off.
Oh, no, I can't unmute
Hey,
the
Top
site.
Dog.
Wow. See, I did it myself. Unmuted the site and I had my sound on. Okay, guys. Anyway, weather report for November 2nd, 2021. I have no idea what's happening. There won't be a weather report on Thursday. So Thursday is a day off. So anyway. So Thursday, it's going to be a year since my daughter was murdered. And I promised myself that I would start looking into why the police are such assholes and completely fail to protect her. And that's something I have to get into. And I don't know how I'm going to get into it or what form it's going to take, but they were so negligent and they were so incapable of protecting the public in this case that I don't understand why they're even getting paid. So for a little political controversy there, the like in Minneapolis, I think there was a vote. It probably got shot down. They were going to defund the police. And what they mean by defunding the police, they're going to take away from the police the part that stops people in traffic and goes out and handles mentally ill people and deals with domestic situations and things like that. Things where you don't need a gun. And what I would like to see is something like they have in England, where I don't know, do the police have guns in England now? I don't think they do.
They do have special teams that have guns.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So do we have special teams. They're called SWAT teams. And that's the only reason that the police should be allowed to have guns, unless they train them to have guns. I mean, if they train them how to use the gun, so they could at least tell the difference between a gun and a taser.
And the big difference is in the UK, they have to have permission to take the gun out of the safe because the gun is in the safe in the car.
Yeah. But I think we should come up with something similar to that. But what the hell was it? There were... I forget what it was, but I heard a thing on public radio last night that was where a guy went and really looked into a lot of the cases. I guess like 500 people have been killed by police. 500 unarmed people have been killed by police in traffic stops. Yeah, sometimes for holding a sandwich, sometimes for reaching for their cell phone. And he was explaining why that is, and it's kind of built into the training of the police officer. They teach them that traffic stops are the most dangerous thing they do. But the reality is that 20% of police that get killed are killed in traffic stops. 80% are in other types of situations. And out of those 20%, a large proportion of those are where they're stopping people that are known felons, that they know they're felons, and there's a confrontation. So as it turns out, the statistics, I think it's like 1 in 3 million chance of being injured in a traffic stop for police, but they scare the shit out of them. So you got these 22-year-old kids coming into the police force. I don't know how much training they give them, but I don't think it's more than about 6 months. And they scare the hell out of them. And then they give them a gun. It's like, good idea, guys. Good idea. Anyway, police reform. We fucking need it. I am tired of hearing the stories.
I agree.
Yeah.
And since I'm here to help you with your bad short-term memory, why are we looking at 500 subscribers?
Well, I have 505 now.
Yeah.
Because
not really, but
okay, what this represents here is Speed of Sound's meteoric rise in the YouTube community. It's just like, wow, look at the growth. I'm kidding. Jefferson, what you doing? Jefferson.
Uh-oh.
And you
talking in a muted mic.
Whenever I see you, Speed, on any of the Christian channels, like if you make comments and I happen to be there at the same time, boy, you get a lot of Christian love, I'll tell you.
I do.
They just love you so much.
They do.
Congratulate you on your channel and your success all the time. They just
unlike someone else, I forgot to change back to my normal account. So I typed something in the side chat and it was immediately timed out by Secular Pagan Mom.
I saw that. She is quick to time out.
She is.
Pew, pew, pew.
Where did she time you out?
Tangelo, bam, gone.
Yeah, she saw Tangelo and it was a timeout.
Yeah.
Otangelo,
Well, that's my bad.
Otangelo actually talked to me last night. I said, hey, Otangelo, miss you. And he said, I don't miss you. And then he said, Benny Hill song. And I said, yeah, we play it every day. We play it every day because we miss you so much.
Yeah.
He followed me on Twitter.
Huh?
Otangelo's on Twitter now?
Yeah, he followed me on Twitter. I haven't
now
followed.
you're in trouble.
I haven't followed back. So
Oh my
we'll
God.
see.
Oh shit.
Here's,
I haven't been on Twitter much and I'm not regretting it now.
Yeah, he was in the side chat over on Myth Vision podcast the other day, and he basically told Derek, why don't you help people with drugs instead of taking their hope away or something like that? Just something real shitty, real snotty. It's just he has a trail of bullshit wherever he goes.
Yep. So Dr. Dan had a stream. You want to tell us all about that, Scott? I think you listened.
Oh, it was just a really good stream, very concise, 15 minutes long, maybe, about common descent versus common designer. Of course, he went to genetics, and there was I guess it was a phylogenetic tree of some sort that showed how. Basically, if you're from a common ancestor, any of the, I guess the ERVs, junk DNA, that kind of stuff, or should we say non-coding DNA instead of junk DNA? You can see where it's inherited from, a previous ancestor. And even though, the tree, opens up into, new species, new families, new genera or genuses, whatever, then, those features are inherited in the genome, but that wouldn't necessarily be true, or probably shouldn't be true with common design. So there's more to it, but it's very, very much worth giving a good view to. Give it a watch.
Yeah, I was looking into a Kunin paper that we actually went over with molecular alchemy about, I don't know, a while ago. I put it. I created a playlist called interviews and another one called actual science, which has most videos are in both of those where we actually do something that isn't just fucking around as we tend to do. And one of the ones was, anyway, this paper, Kunin likes to call it fuzzy meaning, that there's some DNA with fuzzy meaning, because he's talking about meaningfulness in DNA, and he talks about ENCODE and how ENCODE showed that for some cell type everywhere in your body, a whole bunch of DNA is transcribed, but that doesn't really mean it has function and that it's conserved.
I think I have a lot of that DNA.
You have a lot of fuzzy DNA.
Fuzzy meaning. Does that mean that in order for there to be fuzzy meaning in the DNA, there needs to be a fuzzy God to give it fuzzy meaning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
Don't
theological.
talk about me like that, or I will strike you.
You sound awfully fuzzy.
That's my daddy voice.
Fuzzy God is fuzzy.
Fuzzy voice. Fuzzy God has a fuzzy voice.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't make me regret it. Don't make me regret it, Peter.
Hear me good.
Did anybody take some time out of their day to watch Jesus is Lord? Excuse me, Rebuke and Reproves premiere?
Frank.
Yeah, Peter's got some info on that, I think.
He emailed me. It's Frank.
Well, you just kind of you sort of doxed them there, but anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is that his name?
According to his to what he put in the email address,
because he emailed me too.
I
always suspected that.
As Frank.
Take a look.
Frank Jefferson.
It came in as Jesus is Lord.
Oh.
No. I emailed him on a different email address, and apparently that one's called Frank. I didn't know.
Didn't you always think, I could suspect that Jesus' name was really Frank? I kind of did.
Frankly, he sounds like a Frank.
Oh, let's see.
He has this long list of people that he just occasionally trolls with email, and I don't know.
Yeah, I decided to return the favor, which has worked.
I want to point something out. So
there's some interesting theology going on in the side chat.
Oh, really? I was talking to Cy a little bit last night because I'm like, Cy, what the hell? It's like sometimes he just goes along with these young Earth creationists a little too much. And we're talking, I mentioned junk DNA, and I said, about 10% of it, they found function for about 10% of it, like strong function. And Cy said, yeah, but they provide raw material for new genes. Now that's coming from a Christian, and a scientist. And yes, that is exactly what junk DNA does. It provides raw material for evolution. And that is not surprising because a lot of it is transcribed. Anyway, I have a junkyard picture, so I got to talk about a little science. And I know my panel here is not exactly the most sciencey panel. But you're also not doing a very fucking good job of telling me about theology. So,
who, me?
What? That's when I get an invite. If Speed needs to insult me, then I get an invite. Otherwise,
I'm putting it on the screen. Look at this. To have a source, you need to have a sorcerer.
See,
not only is raw naked energy really good at genetics and biochemistry and shit like that, she is a primo philosopher and theologian
and shit talker. Don't forget shit talker.
Yeah.
Raw naked energy is my superhero. Actually,
yeah,
closest to a superhero I've ever seen.
If it looks fuzzy, you have to have a fuzzer. For a transcription, you need a transcriber. Therefore, Jesus. Bitches.
So what are Gur and secular pagan mom going after each
For
other?
reality, you need a realtor.
That's right.
Oh, they would love to tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, if anybody gets a chance, I mean, I don't recommend anybody go there, but I don't remember I don't know how long ago this was, but it was an exchange between Jesus is Lord and Pine Creek, and it's embarrassing for Jesus is Lord, but yeah, it's pretty funny to watch. Just because Pine Creek is just sort of batting him around like a ball of yarn until he gets bored. Away.
What I found funny is that he was really close to getting Jesus in Lord to no longer be a Christian.
Yeah.
He asked him, "What will it take for you to leave the Christian faith?" And he said, "If I find out that there's actual slavery in the Bible, I will no longer be a Christian."
Yeah, I know. Doug. Yeah, he attached right to that. He's like, "Wait, you're saying that if you find a part in the Bible that says it supports involuntary slavery, involuntary servitude, other than what you've excused, you would cease to be a Christian?" Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then he asked him, what would he do instead? And he's like, well, I wouldn't become a Muslim, but I'm like, you pretty much have to.
Well, his first answer was, "I wouldn't become an atheist."
I wouldn't become an atheist. Yep.
Yeah, that was his first thing.
And then he was like, I might become one of these new agey types where he believes in like a force or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it this one? Is it this one?
That's the goofiness. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he included a direct link to the Pine Creek video he nipped this from, but
I've got the link. If you guys don't want to give him the viewership, I've got the link.
I'd rather see that because I'd like to see if there's any cuts. Because this is only, 9 minutes long, maybe 8 minutes long, I think.
Yeah, here, I'll put it right in the chat. Cool. In the private chat. Why can't you? Why in the hell can you not copy and paste in the private chat?
Really?
There it goes. Now it's working. It's there. No, it's just on my phone. It's hard to get to. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go and get the name of that thing. So Winger is right, that one.
Yep, it's going to be the hour and 40-minute mark. Right around.
Hang on a second here. Let me get this in description. You know, every time I try to say something, you guys interrupt me. But then when I'm working on the description, you're like fucking
we're not quiet because
all I hear is we're afraid you're gonna yell at us for interrupting you. I'm trying to work on the description here, you assholes.
That's how we roll, Speed.
How many times I got to tell you guys to shut the fuck up while I'm being quiet?
I never said that. God damn it.
No, but it's implied.
Yeah. You guys, I need to have a corner. They should have a corner in StreamYard where you can put people in the corner and there's like a little dunce hat comes on their icon. And like they're in the fucking corner.
Next thing you know, you got freaking hazing complaints.
Yeah, I suppose. But
if you started getting things like that, it wouldn't be long before somebody like Darth Dawkins had his own channel, and it was basically filled with effects that made the Saw movies look like Sunday school.
Want to play a game?
Do you like the taste of that duct tape?